Charot. Pray mo yan. Stop. Wala bang signal yan?
I-add ko yun sa unahan.
Wag.
Hi, welcome to 99 Yellow Cars, and it's been a while. Thank you for staying with me. I am here as special guest with me again, my friend, Dr. Toto Carandang.
Toto na lang.
Toto Carandang. Alright, so hi, kamusta?
Hi, Gabe.
Kamusta, Toto?
Okay man. Hi, kamusta?
Okay lang.
Hello, thank you for inviting me again. And
Sure.
Hello sa nakikinig at nanonood kay Gabe and 99 Yellow Cars. Hello.
Thank you.
Nice to be back again.
Yeah, I just checked yung channel ko and it's been 2 years na pala.
Oh, wow. Tagal na, no?
It's 2 years na tayo since last nag-podcast or ganito. But yeah, thank you for saying yes and to my invite.
Thank you for inviting me.
So August is very important because we're celebrating 5 years of PlayMD. Pero it's been 5 years.
Yeah, no?
Grabe, I can't imagine we were just talking about it yesterday.
Oo nga.
Parang, it's amazing. So,
Ang bilis ng time.
So,
Yeah.
So, kamusta ka? How has PlayMD been, or how has it been since its founding?
It's been one crazy pero nice ride. But we started out just doing online sessions, mostly with resident doctors and other attendings or consultants.
Right.
And from there, we did many and several sessions with different institutions in different hospitals throughout the country. And from there, pwede na tayo mag face-to-face.
Right.
We started doing face-to-face sessions, which I love. Kasi mas maganda talaga ang engagement live rather than through the screen of your computer. So, and it opened us up to a lot more possibilities. Hindi lang siya doctors, pero we were able to play with sons and mothers from Ateneo,
Right.
tapos from other mga HR companies, mga provincial governments, and yun. So it's been fun, and we've been doing other programs. And the fun part is really the designing of these sessions. But yeah, so far it's been great. Just really excited to do more.
Thank you, To. But we're going to dive more into that later.
Okay.
So, just to inform yung siguro mga bagong tao or bagong bisita here, ano ba ang ginagawa ng PlayMD? What is PlayMD? Basically, it's improv, right? You're doing medical improv. Ano ba, just to refresh people, what is improv, what is medical improv, and what is PlayMD?
I see. Sige, let's start first. No? What we do is we create sessions for usually a group of people.
Right.
Ang thrust namin is healthcare. So usually it's for residents or doctors or even nurses. So we design a session is made up of a series of exercises which are improv based. So these are exercises and then we do debriefs to hit specific objectives. And ang medium ng PlayMD really is improvisation, theatrical improvisation. Improv is basically unrehearsed, unscripted theater. So created on the spot where people create scenes based on suggestions from the audience.
Right.
And they're created in front of the audience themselves. So what we realized, kasi as improvisers, we study certain principles and exercises. We do drills or jams so that we are prepared to go on our shows. Even if wala siyang script, we do exercises and study principles that actually help us create scenes and tell stories better. Ang maganda doon, these principles and through the exercises can actually help people in their daily lives. So like for example, in communicating better, in telling stories, in listening, in working better as teams, collaborating, building empathy, and all that, kaya gawin explore through improv para ma-apply natin in school, at work, at home, with our relationships. Medical improv is that, the application of improv sa medical field naman.
Right.
To help them in their processes, their collaborative, communicative, and cognitive pathways para sa ultimate goal of better patient care and physician well-being. So that is what medical improv is. And PlayMD is a group born out of necessity. And our goal really is to help create better doctors or give doctors tools so that they can serve their patients better.
Right, yeah. So, in the 5 years that you've been doing this, how have things changed since you started, or at least diba yung last conversation natin 2 years ago? I know a lot of things happened. Ang dami mong ginagawa, you're so busy and you're so booked with
I wish I was booked, pero but yeah, how's it changed?
Yes.
So sige. In terms of what, PlayMD, or in terms of like,
let's start with PlayMD muna,
sige.
and then let's go deeper later.
Okay. So in terms of PlayMD, in terms of changes, parang I feel like I've learned from my past experiences in terms of like the shift from the online to real life. There's a big difference between having sessions through Zoom as compared to face-to-face. For me, it's a totally they're two different animals altogether. Mas gusto ko yung face-to-face kasi the engagement, the fun, the energy, the feedback, automatic feedback siya. And it's really, you really feel more engaged kasi you're physically present. And I feel like mas intimate yung process, mas nakakuha mo yung participation, tsaka yung attention ng mga tao. So, the shift from online to face-to-face was really a big shift. And nakakamiss siya before the pandemic. So now that we're doing it live, mas maganda. In terms of processes naman.
Yes, correct.
The way it does kasi is ayokong like they ask us to create a session for them. Para siyang clowns na, oh, come here, make us laugh.
Right.
What PlayMD espouses really is parang thoughtful design. So when I am asked kung to create a session, we usually spend time asking ko ano ba yung goals, ano yung specific objectives. The more specific, the better. So that we can create yung design, an interactive design for your purpose. Kasi kailangan ma-hit yung goals. And then yun, so I've learned through the past na kailangan talaga pukpukan yung usapan at paggawa. Kasi doon nakasalalay yung anong gagawin. Diba? Hindi lang siya puro laro or puro games or exercises. Kailangan may kabuluhan. And malalaman mo kung tama yung nade-design mo base sa goal. Right? Kaya hindi nakaka-satisfy na gusto namin masaya or gusto lang namin para magpag-relax, which is fine. Pero sana, anong gusto nating matutunan? Anong gusto nating magbago sa pag-iisip or pag-behave ng ating staff or ating mga residents or students.
Yeah.
So we spend time in with that, and then we create something that hopefully targets yung specific goals. And then for PlayMD, I think yung isang thing na nag-change really is yung logistics part. Kasi parang I've been doing this by myself.
Right.
And before, parang iniisip ko, kaya ko ba to? Kaya ko ba siyang mag-isa? And or mag-isa akong mag-facilitate or lead facilitate. Kasi sometimes before, mas madali kung mayroon kang kasama kasi yung exchange of banter, tapos the equal share of attention and pressure. But now kasi I feel like back then I had no choice. So now it's easier for me to just really take on that parang, okay, I'm just gonna do it by myself. I can do it. In improv, we were taught about our inner critics.
Correct. Yes.
Diba? Na there's this thing na nagsasabi na you can't do this. You tell ourselves na, are we sure? Are we enough? Through my journey in improv, when I was studying it, parang it was taught to us that we can actually set aside that voice of criticism, that doubt, that self-doubt. And we can actually have the courage to step up and do something different and with beautiful results.
Correct.
So that's one thing that I love sharing with people, especially with doctors. Kasi in improv, the way I do it in facilitation, but also in the medical field, ang lakas ng imposter syndrome.
Right.
Na parang you doubt yourself na, am I doing this? Am I enough? And if we cast aside that parang small voice that's telling us that hindi mo to kaya, if we learn to park it for the meantime and get over our own self-limitations, it opens us up to a lot of opportunities and possibilities. And
Yeah.
if I had listened to that, then I wouldn't have met a lot of people. I wouldn't have had the chance to play with different institutions and departments. The thing is though, what I learned then through the process of PlayMD, parang it's not enough na I know improv and we're just gonna have games.
Right.
I really need to know the topics or the goals that they need to be addressed. So for example, listening communication or resilience, those things can be touched upon by the games, but if you don't have the knowledge to support what you're doing or to explain the benefit of why you're doing things, then parang yung believability mo or credibility and also the believability of the process itself parang medyo mababa. So, ang natutunan ko through doing this on my own and exploring it is I need to really prepare. So, ang natutunan ko nga kay Gabe Mercado is it's okay to over-prepare for a session, but then once you're in it na the session, we improvise in a sense that we should be ready to let go and then pivot if the need arises. Yun, so very freeing yun. And I have been learning a lot. So, through this kasi we have to read on like positive psychology, the neuroscience of resilience, yung physiology of play. And I usually begin every session with presenting the benefits or the evidences na published in journals.
Correct.
Kasi that is one way in the medical field, importante yung mga evidence-based learning. That everything that we do in terms of protocols and practices, kailangan mayroong evidence na nagsasabi na ito dapat exciting result mo.
Correct.
And I feel coming from the the medical field, kailangan ganon. Kasi para makita ng specialists and ng healthcare providers na merong scientific or evidence-based basis
Yung
yung ginagawa
Yeah.
natin, parang may point siya. And it actually helps me also kasi when you're reading it, lalabas na yung statistics, may kita mo yung mga issues and problems na not only found in the US or other journals or academic circles, pero also prevalent in the Philippines.
Philippines.
Yun. So basically, that's for the PlayMD evolution pa lang ng and it's still ongoing. Kasi if people ask me for different types of topics, parang you step up to the plate and have the courage to say yes. And then after nun, you start preparing, so you start really reading more and then trying to learn more about the specific topic. In facilitation naman, what I learned is you don't really necessarily have to be an expert. But the thing is, you have to provide safe spaces because it's your job to make all the voices heard and carry the group so that sila mismo, the nuggets of realizations and expertise and wisdom, mas madaling lumabas kasi it's all coming from them. So you're just there as a Sherpa or as a guide. Parang gano'n. So.
Thank you for that. That's for PlayMD pa lang.
Yeah.
Pero personally, how have you changed in that 5 years since nag-start ka and until today, your 5th anniversary?
Okay. How it has affected me or how it has changed?
How has it?
One, siguro yung sinasabi kong inner critic. Kasi if maalala mo ko, and even if my friends who know me, I'm kinda a little bit of an introvert. So, ang natutunan ko, ang na-observe ko kasi in the improv circles that I was or am part of, maraming mga improvisers ang really parang introverts.
Yeah.
Pero when it's time to perform, there's a switch. So parang they cast aside their hiya and then they put on a mask of performance.
Yeah.
So parang ganun, ako na-feel ko on stage in terms of performing but also within na parang I have to change my performance style na kailangan ngayon set aside ko muna yung doubtful Toto, yung insecure, yung gusto lang niya ng tahimik and away from attention. So I need to be more engaging and put on a bright, positive, cheery side so that it'll be easy for people to share and come out in terms of like joining and believing in the process. So parang gano'n. That's one. Two, I feel like I believe more in kindness.
It's important.
That's important kasi in improv, it teaches us a lot of kindness. But also, in kindness in terms of myself, na I have to be kind in my judgment of myself. Especially whenever I do something and I feel like I made a mistake or I'm not doing well as a facilitator or as a medical improviser. And hopefully that reflects back to the people in terms of like I have to remind myself to always be kind to people kasi diba sometimes I get impatient or parang merong way na it doesn't go the way that I have planned. But then in improv kasi it teaches us to pivot, it teaches us to be to embrace uncertainty, not to let go of control.
Right.
So parang it's really about being kind to others and to yourself. That's the thing that I think is one of the biggest gifts of PlayMD has given me, right? The gift of kindness. Third, maybe awareness too. Awareness in a sense, kasi that's one of the biggest gifts of improv, I think, is to give you awareness of how your internal mechanisms, your thoughts, biases, your experiences, how your internal environment actually influences you and to interact with your external world.
Correct.
Right? So for example, if I am a doctor and let's say kunyari I don't believe in let's say abortion, right? I mean, in the Philippines it's illegal yung abortion.
Right.
Pero if I believe that is a sin or like something really bad, sometimes when I talk to patients and if I suspect na they do that, there may be a chance that even if I am not aware that my moral judgment is passed on or influencing the way I interact with the patient. I mean, a lot of people are human and so ganun lang siya. What improv does is it makes you aware of all these things. So when you behave and act, parang it allows you the momentary pause na, okay, maybe I can take on a different perspective, but at least I can better take care of somebody. So that's the thing. So in terms of awareness for me, I think I've become more aware that of my limitations, of my appreciation for the tiny skills that we take for granted.
Right.
Like
Yes.
for example, yung listening, making each other look good. So when I see people do it, talagang parang I appreciate more. If I feel like people accord it to me, like ako yung nasa receiving end of somebody's really listening to me, or you know, I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Kasi parang nowadays, parang those things, especially with the distraction of social media and the business of our lives, parang those are the things that are important but are really easily taken for granted. Yeah. One last thing, maybe the courage. I kind of feel like I can go or enter into things more parang open-minded, and also mas emboldened na I can do this because I can work and study and prepare for it, but also I think I have the mindset that I can always pivot and accept my own vulnerability.
Correct.
And by saying courageous, I can do stuff, or I'm more emboldened or courageous to do stuff. It doesn't mean na parang I'm just gonna do it half-heartedly, bahala na. It's more of like parang, okay, I don't know this, so sometimes I decline because parang it's beyond my scope, and I think you can go with better people who can actually better serve your purpose. Or I admit that I may not know, but I can try.
Right.
And let's try together, parang gano'n. And sometimes they appreciate that, the honesty. Yeah. So and Gabe, there are a lot of other things like really that has happened. So ibabato ko sa iyo yung same question. Kasi for those watching, si Gabe, he's been very integral. He's been helping out with PlayMD in a lot of projects, and siya yung walang talagang support. Pag nagtanong, pag libre siya, go, right? So ang question ko with you is how have you seen PlayMD from the moments that we were beginning, and then like yung last mo, and then that's the first question. The second question is, how has it affected you?
Okay.
Or how ano yung I'm not talking about specific experience, about you muna. Like, how has it changed you? Or has it changed you? Or, yun. So, two things. Ano yung nakita mo sa PlayMD? How has it changed? And how has it changed you, if ever?
Okay. Thank you for that wonderful question. No, I won't say na I've been there since day one na PlayMD was conceptualized because it was all you. But the moment that you started with it and you shared it with me, I said yes. Kasi I saw it as an opportunity or as a noble thing to, I know you wanted to help people, but hindi ko kasi inakala na ganun pala siya. I only thought na we're just going to make life easier for other people since papatawanin lang natin sila and we'll just make them happy and then somehow it would uplift them. But there was more into it pala. Parang you're not just making them happy, you're trying to complete them and give them a better sense of purpose. Parang gano'n. Parang you're just not feeding their yung parang surface lang. Parang you're going into their souls. And parang awakening something na, parang, yes, I could do it. And I'm just ending life. Parang gano'n. And I've seen it in the things that we've done online, both online and sa face-to-face. I never had really a doubt nung nag-start ng PlayMD that it would be successful. Kasi I saw its potential and I guess other people saw it also kasi they're contacting you. I never doubted it naman. Kaya I was trying to espouse it and parang support you na lang all the way. Kasi I saw it something na kung hindi mo naisip, I would have probably done it if I had more experience and if I had more patience and resources. So yun, nagigilty nga ako sometimes so hindi ko nakakapunta sa mga events kasi I love it. I love what it's doing to people. It's awakening something in them na I never thought it could have been done sa start pa lang. But in the 5 years that I saw PlayMD, in the 5 years that I saw that you've been doing projects, ang dami tao nakaka-appreciate eh. I mean, di ba, people send you parang thank you notes or naiiyak sila ganyan. But yun nga, parang ang saya. It's yun yung sa akin, yung parang gift na rin or yung reward is to see the joy of improv awaken or blossom dun sa hearts and minds ng mga tao. And it's fun and I'm happy that a lot of people have been exposed or have experienced PlayMD or improv through PlayMD because of that. Yung second question mo is
in yourself.
Sa self ko, with PlayMD or just improv in general?
Or pwede with kasi it's PlayMD is improv. I mean, so how has all these things and experiences elicited or created change in you, if any at all?
I did change a lot of napansin ko I've been sa improv muna.
Okay.
I've been less mahiya. I've known Toto for 10 years. More than that,
yeah.
So at first nung nakausap ko sila, they told me that I'm a cynic or sobrang introverted or masyadong mahihain, which I was. Ngayon parang sige, game, may AI ako dito or may improv ako, tara, let's go. Wala akong pakialam. Parang sige, let's go. Parang I've been able to better deal with other people. Like hindi na ako nahihiya. See me as I am. If you don't like it, then it's okay. If you like me, then let's go have fun. Parang gano'n. That's how PlayMD has changed me. Yung exposure ko sa tao, like different walks of life talaga. It has changed me na parang they're also people and they need help. And PlayMD and be part of PlayMD, parang I'm willing to do that para sa kanila. So yun yung biggest change I think na napansin ko. Na how sa sarili ko as an improviser din. Na parang yes, I will end you. Yung in terms of PlayMD naman, yung exposure niya sa tao, parang hindi na ako nahihiya. Tapos pag kailangan kausapin, or hindi naman sinasabing all the time, but diba, most of the time kasi ayaw ko talaga makipag-usap sa tao. But pag kinakailangan ngayon, I just approach them and talk to them. Siyempre, andun din yung, besides patience, I also understood or learned the value of kindness. Parang lahat ng tao may pinagdadaanan. And maybe, ang pag-yes and ko sa kanila is to understand that and to hindi naman dictate or how do you say it? Parang ang gusto kong sabihin is like, I understand you. I may not totally understand you, but I'm just going to yes and what you're doing. And maybe parang steer you into something, better. Yung relationship natin din. Parang how do I improve our relationship? Kaya, ayun lang. Basically, that's what I've learned. And not only in the 5 years that I've been with with PlayMD, I was also with Beam for 7 years.
Right.
So, ayun, both have taught me to be more open and yes and more. And I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. And it's also beautiful that you're part of the process.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
With the opportunity.
Salamat, Gabe. I really appreciate.
Thank you, Toto. So,
appreciate it.
Looking back, now that looking back, what was your most memorable experience, or ano yung basta yung thing na pinakatatandaan?
Wow, it's a lot. Top of my head, may mga certain events or instances that I remember. Siguro I'll just tell you randomly kung anong maisip ko. In improv, a lot of our sessions, diba, yes and.
Correct.
Yung yes and is one of the core principles of improv, where yung yes is accepting the offers of your scene partner.
Right.
And yung end part is adding your own contribution to it. Right. We use yes and to create stories and to move the narrative and to take care of each other on stage.
Correct.
Right. In medicine, yes and is a little bit more complicated because we can't really say yes to a lot of things, because by nature, medicine has a lot of checks and balances kasi we're dealing with lives. But for me, yes and in medicine means being more open to hearing each other, working each other, looking at things in a different perspective, empowering others so that they can work better or be heard by the team, mga ganun. Another one memory was I have this friend and she's the chair of the department in one of the big medical centers in the province. And she just sent me a message, I think almost a month ago or a few months ago. Sabi niya, and our session was matagal na with her, and she said that yes, she carries yes and with her, and she uses it at work and at home. Right? And that really touched me kasi sometimes you feel like parang itong mga bagay ito, mag-session tayo masaya, and then sometimes tapos na. Right? So nakakatuwa na isa sa buhay pala nila na may napupulot sila.
That's good.
And then there was another memory was may isang consultant na lumapit sa akin after, ang sabi niya na alam mo Toto, parang I realize na mataray ako sa mga residente ko at I think I'll try to use a different approach and maybe be more conscious of how I engage with people at the hospital, especially those of a different rank. And that was really beautiful to hear, because when you're an attending na or a consultant sa hospital, you will rarely get the chance for someone higher than you to point out how you behave.
Right.
So again, awareness is such a gift that improv provides. And I felt like through those exercises, it gave her the chance to self-assess to pause, to take stock, self-assess, and pivot. She's so beautiful. And then, I don't know if you were there yung one time we were on Zoom. Wala pa yata yun. And we had a session with an institution in Mindanao. And I remember there's this one resident that all throughout while we were playing, I kind of felt yung energy was resistant. Parang, when I think about it, parang siguro inisip niya na I have a lot of things to do and why do I have to play stupid games or be here and dami kong kailangan gawin. Pero, we played this game na parang we call it turn your camera on or off. So, it's basically you say, somebody says something that is true to them, and if it is true to you sa Zoom, you turn your camera on. So the game begins with naka-off lahat. Tapos, so they say silly things like, sinong mahilig sa dogs?
Sino nag-coffee today?
And then, palalim ng palalim. Pero at the end of it, when we all turn on our cameras again and go back to the main room, may mga teary-eyed. And I learned after that, the training officer wrote to me, parang sabi na nagulat siya at dun lang niya narinig yung pinagsasabi ng mga residents. Akala niya alam niya lahat. And then some residents during that time, they had parents in Manila na exposed sa COVID, tas they couldn't fly back kasi yung time na yun, hirap tayong mag-travel
because of the
pandemic. So that was really memorable kasi to them, that was their first time to feel connected, laugh. It was their first time to laugh in so long. And ang sabi ng isa, hindi ko na-realize na kailangan ko pala ito. Yun, that was really a beautiful moment. And then, yung magkasama tayo sa PGH, yung we had sessions, we had monthly sessions with IM, Department of Medicine residents. And may isang session yung status and power.
Shit, I love that.
Tapos yung when they were playing with their consultants and yung playful switching of status, where yung first year inutusan niya yung consultant. That was really so much fun. Pero at the same time, it teaches us kasi if you're a doctor, across all cultures, the doctors are put on a pedestal. In all cultures in any country. So we have power and status, which translates to influence, right? So through improv, you can explore status and power and make you realize that you have the choice. Once you have that status, you have the choice to either use it para durugin mo ang mga tao, which we most of the time do. Like when we order sa Jollibee, pag sinabing, sir, wala nang thigh part, parang, ha? Walang thigh part? Hindi magsarado na ngayon. Tapos parang, tatarayan natin yung kahera, pero it's not her fault.
Correct.
Kasi she's just doing her job. Pero siguro we're mad, we're hungry.
Yeah.
So again, the gift of self-awareness. So I have this status, I can either elevate someone of a lesser status than me so that they are empowered to communicate and talk and speak, or I can use it para lalong gitgitin at ipamukha sa kanya na mababa siya. And that gift of awareness that we can do that, and we have the choice to do that every time we interact with patients or people who are different from us. That is such a big gift, and seeing people learn that or be reminded of that through laughter and play, it's the best.
It's the best, yeah. I agree with you.
Yun yung mga the top of my mind ang memorable. Yung when we played with college kids sa Pangasinan. There's this one huge stadium.
Yeah.
And then I asked them to play in a certain game, and all of them were just like playing, and parang ang chaotic pero ang saya. Ang saya.
Just imagine. Sorry I wasn't there, but I could imagine nung kinukwento mo siya sa akin na parang isang buong stadium or sa bleachers.
Yeah, masaya siya.
Ilan sila?
Parang auditorium siya. I don't know eh. Pero it was a lot. Siguro mga less than 1,000.
Pero imagine mo, sige, less than 1,000, pero they're all listening to you and they're playing chaotic.
Yeah, they're
But I think it would have been a beautiful sight for you.
Yes, it was fun. Ikaw, may I ask, ano ang memorable memory mo or memorable memory? Yung wonderful or nice memory or emotional, yung nakakagalit, nakakalungkot, nakaka-touch.
Hindi, syempre pinaka-memorable, yung first out of town. That, yung sa restaurant po yun, was it, under PlayMD was it, Lingayen,
Yeah, Lingayen.
The
provincial government.
That was sobrang memorable and sobrang fun. Parang, imagine I had to travel with a friend, si Kali. Tapos umalis kami dito maaga, tapos pagdating doon, bam! Sala ka agad. Parang that was insane, but it was so fun. Kasi we get to play improv with employees of the Capitol building. That was memorable. Yung second one, I agree with you, yung sa UPPG. That was so fun. Especially, kasi yung isa sa mga gusto kong lessons or what do you call it, modules or something ng improv is yung status and power talaga. And seeing yung mga baguhan na inutusan or pinaglalaroan yung higher-ups nila, parang it was nakakatakot. Pero if I were in their shoes, pero at the same time, it was fun. Kasi you can't do anything. Tayo yung may power, sila yung maglalaro. And they were playing to their heart's contents. And nakita ko, even if sabi namin cut na, naglalaro pa rin sila. So we had to repeat it. Okay, thank you. That was, listen na.
Speaking of that, gusto ko na i-add na one of the heartwarming feelings or memories, yung tapos na yung session, tapos they walk away, tapos nilalaro nila yung laro. A friend of mine said na days after the session, yung mga residents daw sa operating room, nilalaro yung game. O kaya sa kanilang ward. Parang, and I think that is nice. Kasi, in moments na hirap ka sa trabaho or even at work, finding moments of play. Like, the small moments of joy, it brings a lot of benefits in terms of physiology, yung mga dopamine, serotonin, mga ganong klaseng hormones and happy hormones and oxytocin, yung ganon. So in terms of resilience, in terms of combating burnout, those things are really important.
Right.
So I'm always happy to hear stories like that.
Correct. And then thank you for that. And one more thing. Actually, it's not related to PlayMD per se, but kasi I was also a co-facilitator sa isang improv session with my previous company.
Yeah.
Tapos na-bring ko yung parang kung ano yung natutunan ko with PlayMD, kung ano how it was facilitated, dinala ko doon.
Okay.
But it was just so fun to see people na enjoying themselves. Kaya that's one of the biggest influences and biggest parang memory ko.
Nice.
Brought by PlayMD directly and indirectly, but it's sobrang with PlayMD. It's just so much fun. Plus, I understand na parang I know we're going to talk about it more, but you actually branched out of medical improv also.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you for that, for the throwbacks. Sobrang memorable. Ano ba ang mga current projects ng or mga future? Do you have anything in the pipeline?
Okay. Current projects ngayon,
Wait, before current, ano ba yung mga mga past projects?
usually, we played with medical students, we played with
puro medical lang
residents,
talaga.
yung student mothers and parents from a private school.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yung mga local government
Yeah.
agencies. Meron before yung multinational companies.
Right.
Makati and BGC. That was also fun. Very fun. Kasi maganda rin yung topic. And sobrang like game na game sila. And yeah, yun yung before.
How about yung current plans for Procter & Projects?
So, I don't know kung kailan lalabas tong episode mo. Pero, ang upcoming or current or in the foreseeable next few weeks na nakaschedule na, I have a session with medical students. So, clerks sila. So, those are introduction to improv. And maganda yung topic kasi ang nangyayari ngayon is like the burnout.
Yeah.
So, marami nag-quit, especially sa mga post-pandemic medical students and providers.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
So, I think, I don't, parang I see it common across the board. Like, may mga friends ako from different hospitals na sinasabi nila na yung problem with residents and even with students. But yung upcoming ko, I don't think that's the main topic. It's more of like, they just want them to have fun. But
Have a
also,
break.
it's my way of introducing what improv is, what medical improv.
Okay.
And then, for this month, yung theme ng High Five, which is the 5th birthday celebration ng PlayMD, is compassion, empathy, and kindness.
Compassion, empathy, and kindness.
Yes. So, I have an upcoming session with a bunch of residents. I was specifically tapped to explore compassion. And I'm really excited because I've been reading several books and journals, and ang laking bagay ng compassion, especially in healthcare.
Yes.
And ang laki ng ang daming studies na I'm excited to share with doctors because it will open our eyes to ito pala yung prevalent situation, not only in our country but in other countries, but also ano yung pwede natin gawin, ano yung ating pwedeng i-mindset shift para at least to remind us that compassion is very much central to who we are, not only to what we do but who we are, right? So it's always nice to be reminded, because when I was studying medicine, compassion, empathy, and kindness is part of the hidden curriculum, which I feel like it's still part of the hidden curriculum now. Ang hidden curriculum is things or concepts or practices that are being taught or learned by students and staff that are not part of the official curriculum. And these are practices handed over through observation. Like for example, kung paano makitungo ang consultant or attending mo sa pasyente, most likely yun din yung mamamana mo at gagayahin mo.
Correct, yes.
Unconsciously. Right? So parang, ang bait ni Dr. Santos, gusto ko maging ganyan. So gagayahin niya. But the thing is, these things are, if it's part of the hidden curriculum, then most likely it's left up to chance. So bahala ka matutunan yun. So kung ang nakapartner mo or yung mga consultants, kung meron silang habits na hindi ka nais-nais, pwede mong yun ang ma-acquire mo, right? Again, awareness is such a gift.
Correct.
Tapos, so I'm excited for that session with the residents because it's the overall theme of this month: compassion, kindness, and empathy. I have a big talk at the end of the month, which I'm really scared. And I don't know if matapapanood nyo to before or after. So I hope you wish me luck.
When is it?
September 1.
They'll be
Right.
watching this.
So it's about me. I'll try to talk about applying improvisation to Philippine healthcare.
Yeah.
Yun. And then another thing in the pipeline is one with a company. It's about creating safe spaces, which I love. So yung mga marginalized sectors, or yung how do we become more inclusive in practice. I am not an DEI expert, but what I bring is the lens of improv and how we take care of each other on stage and how we become better partners to each other. And then another project. I have two projects which are really exciting. I hope matuloy siya. One is teaching the scientists UP Diliman about the use of storytelling so that they can tell people about the research work that they do. And that's very exciting kasi
I'll be there.
yeah, you have to. Very excited. I hope you guys, I have to tell you guys more about it in the future. So drop by PlayMD socials on Facebook and Instagram if you're interested. And then yung last that I'm really, really passionate about, because I am a patient myself, is an improv 8-day project for people with chronic illness.
Yeah.
So through improv, explore tools that can help us redefine what it is to live with disease. Like embracing uncertainty, accepting who we are, being creative and innovative in terms of facing our challenges because we are living with disease and stuff like that. Hopefully I'm gonna play with Psoriasis Philippines.
Great.
But I feel like yung mga principles involved and the design can be transplanted to all patients across the board. Like patients with cancer, with RA, mga ganun. So I'm really excited about that, and I fingers crossed na matuloy siya. So basically that's it, and that's kind of part of the future. But for the future, ang plan ko really is to be able to reach more.
Correct, yeah.
And make medical improv an accessory tool of the medical field, na parang maging part siya ng curriculum. Well, I was going through these 5 years, na-realize ko na PlayMD is a disruptor, in a sense that if I really do believe in the power of improv and what changes and benefits it can provide to doctors, then at the basic level, kailangan, or there's a spot for it in education.
Right.
And if I were to aim for that goal, then malaking bagay yun, kasi I would have to disrupt kung ano yung normal flow ng education and convince them that this is important, and this is an easy and a fun way to teach empathy, listening, communication, etc. The start of this year, I gave a workshop for the doctors sa UARM, and yung one slide ko, I don't know, last minute nilagay ko lang siya sa slide, kasi usually I begin each session with a keynote presentation na nandun lahat ng explaining what I do, who I am, tapos yung scientific proof, mga journals. And then towards the end of that presentation, that session, at January of this year, naglagay ako ng slide, and it was just a last minute addition, I think the night before. Ang nilagay ko doon is, playing together, let's create changes in Philippine medical education. And last minute, when I was going to URM, gusto ko siya tanggalin. Kasi sabi ko, like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. Pero I didn't because I really believe in that goal. And that is, I think, the guiding light, the North Star of PlayMD. And because of that, I realize and I know that I can't do it alone. So siguro one of the main future developments of PlayMD is to really get more people on board, like you, more doctors. There are a number of physician improvisers right now, and a number of them are really interested in the power of improv and what it can do for the medical community. We will also need people outside of the medical field who have expertise in education, in tech, in logistics, in all fields, in media, creative arts.
Right.
So that is the long-term goal, and yun, I hope to be able to play with a lot of doctors and medical students. And if you're watching this, we don't know you, we are excited to meet you in one of our sessions. But yun, those are like sobrang big dreams. But the past 5 years, parang yun na yung parang nabigay sa akin na, this is something that is a dream that I feel like kailangan gawin. Yun. And also, one last, I'm gonna put this out there. Magi-cringe ako for saying this, I think. Pero if I get to watch this in the future, and Gabe has been convincing me for so long to do it. I wanna write a book. I wanna or actually Gabe, lately I realized I wanna write books. So yung one, I wanna do a medical improvisation manual for healthcare providers.
For healthcare, yes.
So para how you can use and train people how to use improv in teaching students, in the hospital, in dealing with patients. That is a dream of mine. There are a number of medical improv books available ngayon in Amazon. But I think
geared for.
I mean, they're nice, but I think I can have a voice.
Yes.
And I think there is space for everyone.
Correct.
Right? And then yung isang book that I want to write, actually I want to write that more now than the other one, is the PlayMD playbook for chronic illness. And I think that can actually help patients and a lot of medical and paramedical and non-medical personnel deal, engage, and help people who are going through something right now. That's the goal, and I don't know kung may time, and I don't know magagawa ko siya, but
So where's the first chapter? I've been asking for it for the past 2 years.
Actually kasi kung matuloy yung sa SOAR Philippines, ang naisip ko kasi is parang one session is gonna be one chapter.
Alright. Yes.
So at least if it becomes like 8, 9, 10 chapters, it's fine. And then parang since I've been reading, ang dami ko nang gustong ilagay, but I'm waiting for matapos yung program na yun. Para at least we have a more solid basis of what to write and what direction to take. But I really want to write that book. I mean, and this is me setting aside my imposter syndrome or like this inner critic, because I feel like even if hindi siya mabenta or walang bumili, but the mere fact that
it's out there,
I put it out into the universe and something.
So guys, just antayin mo siya in 2 years.
Not 2 years. No, maybe 10, 20 years. No, but I think libre naman mangarap. So nangangarap na ako.
At, yeah, susuportahan ka naman namin
Salamat.
sa iyong pangarap.
Salamat.
And yeah, please send me that question. Anyway, I guess that's about it.
Ikaw, how, if I may ask you, what do you see for PlayMD in the future? Or like, with coming from your experiences, how do you see yourself and PlayMD? Or if you're asked, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you see?
I think napag-usapan na natin to, and I think we're going to work on it. Parang gusto ko na siya mag-register and
Right.
maging organization.
Right, like
Kasi
official.
Solid, may office table, desktop,
Yeah,
organization. That's what I want.
That's what we want, yung parang
May office,
parang
may
may
window.
Google Office. Like, yeah, but that is the goal. We're working for it. We're talking about now we're getting the experience kasi.
Yeah, experience muna before the...
Kasi, and yeah.
Maybe
But,
in the next 5 years, may background ka na play.
actually, may vision. So, fingers crossed. We began with
Nothing.
a dream.
Just paper and pencil.
We began with a dream, and I think now we're creating waves.
Yeah.
And I hope the dream doesn't die with us. And I hope to bring it to more people. I mean, bring it closer to more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ako naman ang hope ko is for people to, just say yes and let PlayMD help them with whatever things. Kasi we already branched out from medical field. I mean, I've been there sa mga company IIs and everything, my LGUs. There's more to it than just, basta PlayMD will be bigger in the next 5 years. I hope so. With the right support.
Coming from what you said, tapos yung experience natin the past 5 years, parang may mga tao talaga na after nilang ma-experience, parang okay, that's it, fun, goodbye. May mga tao naman na hindi naniniwala. They might think na, okay, this is frivolous.
Yes.
We have better things to do with our time. Right? But, may friend ako na nagsabi na parang out of everyone in the room, there will always be people on the fence na yun yung people na worth spending time trying to convince.
Right.
So don't waste your time convincing people who don't believe in you or in the whatever you're believing in. And also there are people who are actually believing in you already. So sabi doon, work with them, seek them out, but also find out from that subset, look for people who not only believe in you, but who can open doors.
Correct.
So, we're hoping that you're one of them. And if you want to try, and if you believe or you find improv entertaining, I extend this invitation to you to discover what else improv has to offer for
Correct.
you
Yes.
and your team. Right?
Wala namang mawawala if they
Yeah.
try to.
And we are excited to blow your mind, to
Expand your horizon.
yeah, expand your horizon, to actually just play with you and discover things
Just play.
together.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, together. That's important. That's our goal. Anyway, it's been great talking to you again, Toto.
maraming salamat, Gay.
I hope we don't do this after 2 years. We'll keep you updated. Just follow.
Siguro after 5 years, gagawa ulit kami ng isang ganito.
With the corporate office logo again. But yeah, follow the socials of PlayMD. It's
playmd.ph on Facebook and on Instagram.
Twitter.
Wala akong Twitter. Tsaka sabi nila mag-TikTok daw, pero wala pang may TikTok.
We're working on the TikTok. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're not that. Hindi kami Gen Z.
Correct.
Yun lang. I'm really thankful, Toto, that you're here.
I'm also thankful na you invited me for this game.
You're always
Maraming
welcome.
salamat.
Here's to celebrate 5 more years of PlayMD and see you in our next video.
Yeah. So, thanks guys for listening. And, yun. Come, laro tayo. Tara. Laro tayo.